Clap sync in 3, 2, 1. It looked off, but I think I can solve it from there.
The one that was last was Matt.
Yeah.
I was first.
No. I clapped and then looked at the screen and saw you clap.
Well, there might be a video delay, but
Might be a lag. Might be, yeah.
yeah.
So
my
welcome to
audio's
the
in
15th.
sync.
I'm talking. Welcome to the 15th episode of Noob Show.
All right.
Noob Show Quinceañera. Woohoo.
Yes, in 15 weeks. We're coming up to a fucking year on the other show, too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I've got, what do we, episode 40, 41. We're in the 40s now.
I think for episode 52, we should all just eat a Carolina Reaper and do the show like normal.
No.
No.
Is it Caroline?
Absolutely
Oh, no. That's
not.
that fucking pepper thing. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
No,
You don't wanna...
It's been done, really. I mean, I'm not scared of a pepper by any means. I'm also scared of a pepper.
I mean, I like hot things, but I'm not eating a pepper. I'm not going to do it.
I don't have anything to prove with food.
Yeah.
It's not the mouth burn either. It's everything after that is really the worst.
Your day is ruined.
Not just your day, the next 3 days.
My days are barely mediocre at best anyway.
Like, I don't know if that chip tastes good in the one chip challenge, and I won't know because you'll have to eat the chip. And if it's just
It
hot,
looks
I'll
burnt.
be pissed.
You gotta ice cube up the old starfish.
What?
So Mortal Kombat was great.
Yeah, it was good. I actually got tricked my wife into watching it with me.
You could get her. You could trick her with the opening thing.
Nah, I mean, I told her, hey, you want to watch a movie tonight? She's like, yeah, let's watch a movie. We haven't watched a movie in a while. But it's my turn to pick. I didn't say that until we were already ready to watch the movie, so it's good. I think she kind of knew because I've been going around the house for like a week now going, Mortal Kombat! So, that was good. I mean, it was pretty much as good as I expected it to be, and not better. But
I mean,
It
I
was,
just remember playing the game. You had to turn on the blood code, but they just went hard with it.
Yeah, it was pretty
very
fun.
Yeah,
much
it was.
splish splash.
it was-
They did great with that movie.
the opening scene was really good. I really liked that.
Yeah.
Kano annoyed the shit out of me.
You didn't like Kano?
No.
I mean, he was the character you love to hate.
He was.
He was slightly cooler than Jar Jar Binks.
In case you haven't noticed, spoilers for the next few minutes. Because this movie was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I mean, Kano's in it. Like, that's. I don't think that's a spoiler, is it?
No, but for the rest of the stuff we're about to talk to is like how they took a couple liberties I wasn't so fan of. Reptile doesn't look that way.
Yeah.
That was just a big old lizard.
Yeah, it was just. Yeah, that was.
I liked it, though.
It wasn't bad, but it was a liberty.
Cool, but yeah, it wasn't.
That's fine.
It wasn't the reptile we all know.
Y'all seem like y'all really, really liked the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah,
You didn't like
did you
it?
not like it?
I thought it was just okay at best.
Yeah.
Now, see, I thought it was.
I think
fun.
our friend Doug said it best and gave it 4 out of 5 Street Fighters. I think that's I think that's the. It's like, I don't know. You know, it's like in sports we have like different levels of minor leagues, and I don't know what they are, but I know there's A's involved, and this was one of the lower A ones.
Were the fight scenes cool? Yes.
Yeah,
They were
yeah, they
very
were.
cool. Was the acting even remotely acting?
No.
It was real bad.
Oh
I
well,
know.
we watched I watched like a trailer, kind of the making of kind of clip of it a few weeks ago, and one of the things they kept saying in the trailer was just like that the fighting is actually the acting, and the acting is the fighting. Like the actors are great because of the fighting, and all the scenes are played out and the emotions displayed in the fights. And I'm like, these guys are
Just
really
keep
gonna
them from talking.
suck at talking.
Luke Hayes.
They're not good at it.
No, but the fights were.
But if you think
Really
about
bad.
the games too, the acting in the games wasn't good either.
No.
So it really
Yeah,
matches
that's a
up.
video game.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it really matches up with the original content.
My wife was asking she said, is this like the lore from the video game? I was like, yeah, I mean the video game lore is a little.
All over the place.
I mean it's a framework. It's kind of vague, and you know, there's a, tournament Earth fight other people, so it's all good. That was good.
There's only one big negative, I will say, and it's so quick. Like, me and Mahogany were watching it together, and she didn't even see it happen. So I had to pause it and go back. So when Raiden does the force field to protect the temple that they're all in,
Yeah.
he slams his staff down like Gandalf. This huge electrical field goes out. And then for just, it's barely a second, they cut to a CGI's dragon head. And it looks like it was made in 1995. It is the worst. It's only 1 second. Why even bother putting it in there?
Like in the lightning field?
It cuts. It does a quick cut to it, then a quick cut back to like
It's
the force
supposed to
field.
be like a zoom in on the head of his staff, the dragon head of his staff, but it just looks really bad.
I'm about to have to open up the movie just to see this right now, because I've missed it too, apparently.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that.
If you blink, it's gone. And I just was like, why even subject me to that? Why did you put that? Maybe somebody in the CGI department was like a fan of whoever was funding the movie, and that was as much of that CGI scene they got done was that 1 second, and they just put them in there as a favor.
It could have been. They do a lot of shit like that for like producers and stuff like that. Like not the actual producers, but the producers that they're part of production because they gave them a bunch of money. Those producers.
One of my issues, I like the fighting scenes and all, but they were cutting way too much.
What do you mean?
Like Taken, him crossing over the fence, how it's like 7 shots.
Oh,
yeah, they were.
I wish it was a
good
few
mini
more
cuts.
continuous. God, I'm sorry, I'm trying to look up the scene right now. Also, I want someone to edit the part where he takes the baby and goes off in the lightning bolt. I want someone to edit that, but the baby just explodes out of his hands.
or
and then they
been a
roll
better
the
movie.
credits. Yeah.
Or it's Frakes and he tosses the baby up through the lightning.
He just shot puts the baby about 20 yards.
I'll give the movie this too. I'm a big fan of Scorpion, and as nostalgic as the first Mortal Kombat movie is, I never thought it was the greatest thing ever because they fucked Scorpion over in that first movie. He should have been way cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's such a cool fucking character to start with.
This is a good Scorpion movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he got the opening scene. That was like his.
Yeah.
And that was great. I thought the opening scene was probably the best. The best. I don't know if the best part of the movie meant necessarily, but I think the best produced part of the movie for sure.
Yeah, the last fight and the first fight.
Yeah.
Those were really good.
No, and I just saw the dragon part. Yeah, that's pretty gross. I don't know why they even had that in there.
Why is it there? It's so short. It's unnecessary.
I also thought that Sonya's trailer looked a lot like the trailer from Kill Bill. I don't know if it's the same thing, but it has the same layout.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the same trailer, recycled.
Interesting.
It could have been.
Describe-
I think that they mass produced those though. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. I just remember the wood panel narrow hallway into that big open area with that kind of bay windows at.
Could have been.
When you see her superpower at the end of the movie, how would you what did it remind you of?
Like a
I don't know. I
ray
thought
beam?
rave bracelets, but but that's my mind goes there with most things. So. What is
Today it dawned on me. Powerpuff Girl.
Oh yeah, that's
It
true.
looked like she was shooting Powerpuff Girl beams, which
Indeed.
makes it funnier to me.
That was funny.
I like how they didn't take it too seriously. It felt like a dumb 80s movie, especially with Jax.
Oh my god, those
I know.
first arms they gave him. I just
Yeah.
couldn't stop. Like, I couldn't stop myself from just talking shit from over there.
That was funny. When he
You said some really offensive stuff too when those arms popped up. It was just horrible
It
things
wasn't
you said
that
about that
bad,
dude's
but it
little.
was it body shaming?
little
She
baby
was body
arms.
shaming him.
She was just the robot arms though.
Just the robot arms.
So I don't know if that's against him. Then it's the technology.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna build him some arms that can lift anything.
Well, I mean, they were monks.
anything.
I thought they did a damn good job.
I like how his powers just built new arms, too. That was
That's
it.
great.
Those monks really fucked you over. So
Seriously.
here.
I mean, they could have at least
you
put
can
like some smooth bolts or something through his shoulder. That was just like.
Something. They could have put some effort into it.
It's just the first time you see him, he points his elbows at the camera like he has like these arms are like, he talks to him before he goes to sleep. That's how proud of those arms he was, and that dude could act. That dude was acting with his arms.
He was the '80s action movie black guy. He's like, nah, you stay here and I'll go after him. He didn't have to go after Sub-Zero by himself. He could have just drove off.
They could have just drove away.
Oh, he's in this alley. Let me back up. He's like, nah, I'm going in there with a gun.
And he stopped him for like 0.2 seconds. It was pretty much.
They handled the original character well too. Like it wasn't shitty with the original character. I wish it was just Liu Kang though.
I was hoping that dude was going to turn into Scorpion
instead of just his ancestor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his T-shirt is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, and maybe because I guess I haven't played some of the more recent Mortal Kombat games, but when I first saw him, I thought, I was thinking he was Johnny Cage, and I was like, that's not, I don't think him and Scorpion were related, but then I realized that's not even him. But,
yeah.
Anyway.
What was the giveaway when Johnny Cage showed up?
He didn't show up. Well, he didn't show up till later.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No, that was a reference. In the temple, you can see Katana's Win fans. You see the Native American wolf. You see his picture in the past thing.
That's what everybody's buzzing about the sequel to it. And I'm just like, I mean, how can you do a sequel to it, the fourth movie or something? It's like,
I mean, because they didn't introduce every character, so there's still plenty of characters.
There's a fuck ton of Mortal Kombat characters.
Yeah, because like I was thinking about a character from Tekken, but I was thinking that this was just some other guy, that Cole dude. But then I realized no, I'm thinking about Law from Tekken. So you're just wrong.
my favorite Mortal Kombat character wasn't in there. Rain. He's the purple ninja. And his name is Rain. He is Purple Rain. And he controls water instead of ice or fire.
That's fun.
But the coolest thing in the movie is when Sub-Zero stabbed Scorpion, made a blade out of his blood, and then stabbed him with that. I think that was the coolest part in the entire movie.
It's a good thing Mahogany doesn't watch trailers, because that was in the trailer.
Yeah, I didn't watch the trailer.
I didn't watch the trailer either. I
was like, it's Mortal Kombat. Who cares?
Right. I mean, I know what's going to happen. There's probably going to be fighting, and I'll watch that.
There might be, yeah. They're going to do taxes.
They could have Please don't bring up taxes. Jesus Christ.
They really did get the shit beat out of them a little bit longer than I thought they were going to, though. Like, I don't know.
Who was the guy with the hammer?
I don't know what his name is.
That was the only one I didn't recognize.
I don't know.
I don't know what his name is.
My Mortal Kombat knowledge dips off dramatically after Mortal Kombat 3. So,
yeah,
I've missed
same
a lot.
here. I haven't played a lot of it because I think that Cole guy is in a few of the games, but
I don't know.
I was really hoping for, is it Baraka? The guy with the two blade arms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'd been good in that.
I was hoping he was being. As soon as I saw Melina, I think that was Melina.
That was her.
Yeah, because I really thought, oh yeah, it's gonna be Baraka. I think that's his name.
Yeah,
it's like BR and then like 15 Ks and then another A and then maybe an R. I don't know. Some of those are silent. But...
And I was going to complain about Melina. Sorry, I was going to complain about Melina until she opened her mouth all the way.
Oh,
I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I thought they did. I thought they did her good. I liked her.
They did. I was excited for that.
I did. I thought Liu Kang was stupid.
His little dancey moves. That was just
not Liu Kang.
It took
I'm
me
sorry.
right out of
Kung
it.
Lao.
Can we talk about how we said flawless victory? How they were just throwing that in.
That's fine.
They were just saying the lines. It made me laugh.
It was funny.
It
It
was
was cheesy and funny, but everybody would be so pissed off about the Mortal Kombat movie if they didn't at least say, finish him, flawless victories. You got to throw some of those in there. So
they threw all of them in there.
Yes,
yeah.
which is great.
I feel like it would have been appropriate if it had actually, because like in the first movie, it was Shao Tsung or whatever his name is sitting up there like judging the tournament and saying that stuff, and then it made sense. But for you to say that after you just got finished kicking somebody's ass,
Kano wins.
Yeah.
It's like, you're Kano.
Never got touched.
who are you talking
and
to?
he just sliced somebody in half with his hat. You can say
Which is
whatever
one
the
of his
fuck you want.
fatalities. That's one
It
of
was
his
pretty
fatalities.
badass, though. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
It was gross.
There was so many ups and downs with the CG quality that just kept, like, the dragon head was really bad, but Goro looked great.
Well, behind the scenes, they were talking about that. They had a guy in front of the actor and then a guy on stilts behind him, so he was fighting a guy with 4 arms.
Oh.
Huh.
They put a lot of work
I
into
thought
the
he looked
movie.
really good.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I thought that was good. And I thought Liu Kang's dragon when it came out was good.
Yeah. That was one of the better CGI moments, but there was a lot of, like, obvious green screen
Yeah.
moments and just a real disconnect from, like, what was happening, because it looked like you know, they were around a bunch of fake shit, and I know that they are, you know, like, Godzilla's not real, but they make that shit merge to where it looks and feels like it's on the same place. I don't know, from a company that has, like, one of the best looking video games, I just expected a little bit more from their CGI.
Overall, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I got to watch it here for nothing extra. Disney Plus, take notes. And
Yeah.
it was, I liked it a lot. That was good. I didn't feel like I wasted my time. I probably watched it again. I'll try to get my wife at the end of it to go. I said, we got Mortal Kombat Annihilation on here too. We can watch this. I'm done. I'm done. She was all done.
Like, it's not as bloody, I promise.
One of
It
my
was,
favorite things, though, when he first meets, when Sub-Zero first goes against Scorpion with their whatever names, and he's, like, speaking in Mandarin, and then Scorpion looks at him and is like, I don't know what you're saying, but I'm going to kick your ass. I thought that, he's like, this whole dramatic speech is like, I don't know what you're saying, but you just killed everybody I knew.
That was good. That front opening with the Scorpion and Sub-Zero, but before their Scorpion and Sub-Zero, that fight was really dope.
Yeah, I mean, with the garden trial and all that, I mean, it was just, I loved it. I thought that was, like I say, I think that that intro scene was probably the best produced part of the whole movie.
Also, why didn't they help them with Sub-Zero? He said he could have put them anywhere at any point, and he just didn't put them at Sub-Zero when they were fighting him.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Well, there was that,
go
and
ahead.
Dude Face was busy trying to rip his family out of the ice instead of killing the guy who created the ice, which would probably get the ice gone. I don't know. It just didn't make
Like, as soon as he died,
I'm,
they're just immediately unfrozen and fine.
Yeah.
It was so quick. I was like, oh, they're cool.
They're fine. I don't know. I don't try to second guess people's decision making in the middle of something like that.
I do.
I was just like, I don't know.
I'm
But
judging him.
yeah, I would have done this. No, I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. I don't know when I would have stopped screaming. Probably.
So, let's see your stupid T-shirt. Get your family out of that ice block, loser.
Meanwhile, like, your best hope of killing him is getting his ass kicked over there, and he could kind of use a hand. But you
Well,
just
everybody knows.
Once I freed my daughter, you're fucked.
Everybody knows, in martial arts and things like that, if there are multiple people against one, you have to go. It's one-on-one.
one
anyway.
at a time. Exactly. You got to take
Right.
turns.
We can't be
Tag you in.
can't be tag teaming people too much. A little
You
bit's
can do
okay,
you can
but
do the
some
one
that's
move together.
yes.
Do one move together, and then
Tag team
somebody's
combo.
got to get out of the ring.
What was that old wrestling game? Was that like I don't know, probably WWF or something? It was on like the Super Nintendo or something like that, where it was tag team wrestling, and that was one of the things you could do a move. You tag your partner, and they would they would come into the ring and do a combo, and then it was all them. Those were fun. I hated my friend though because he knew all the buttons.
Like WrestleMania or something like that. I think it was named after one of their like pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was something like that.
WrestleMania
Tag Team
sounds
Raw
right.
or WrestleMania Tag Team, something like that. They were
Yeah,
funny,
Tag
but-
Team Raw.
You know what the best part about those games too were the creative
So
characters.
The creative
When you're able to,
characters.
Have you
Yeah,
watched
'cause you
wrestling?
you could create these monstrosities because you could take all the sliders and put them all the way up. So you have these things with pencil-thin legs and like truck-sized arms walking towards you.
Oh my goodness.
These are your early experiences with video games. I was like, I mean, we could like, are you? I don't. It's a girl because you see, there's 4 extra pixels on the back of her head, and the other.
Oh, well, the first full-on 3D girl model, you remember? Tomb Raider with her torpedo titties? That was... They look like road cones that were just like glued to her chest.
So real.
I mean, back in the day, they definitely did make bras that looked like that, though.
Oh, the cones?
Madonna,
Yeah.
I remember Madonna wearing one. Like, that was a big controversial video because she was...
Yeah, but not even that. Like, I'm saying just like regular bras were very pointy. They were like, they were very not shaped like breasts are actually shaped in general.
Well, you didn't want to show your nipples in public.
Yeah, there would be like this puffy, like round puffy bit at the end.
Yes, that's how nipples work, Mahogany.
Dumb.
That should be like a TikTok series now. It's like, show me you're a man.
Show me you're a man.
No, show me your feminine product designed by a man, and then it cuts over to just those pointy bras.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the list would go
No,
on.
no,
and
just
on.
shove some cotton up in there. She'll be fine.
I would guess probably the push-up maybe is if I had to guess, that was designed by a man. But the one that makes your cup size seem like 4 sizes bigger than it actually is, I don't think a man did that.
No, totally didn't.
I don't think so.
The Wonder Bra.
Yeah, I don't have any. I can't say anything about that.
I had an extra one. It works.
It's fine.
It works.
It's fine, but I just don't think a man came up with that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not a
can
big
wear
boob
that,
guy anyway, but...
But if I sew a banana in my underwear, I'm the one who's wrong.
No, dude. I
I
mean,
mean,
that will rot. You don't want to sew it in there.
It's such a like double standard. Like it's such a guessing game for women when it comes to like what's going on down there. Like there's no comparison. There's
My microphone's all the way over here. My audio is going to be trash.
Well, yeah, because ours, I mean, a man's stuff shape changes, so it's like...
yeah, there's no compare. Like it's always a guessing game. So there's no comparing. There's just no
And
comparison.
I'm really
to those
lucky
two things.
that's the way it is.
By the time you find out, it's too late, at least for this time.
It's too late. Yep.
Maybe.
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
know.
So did you guys know you could buy 3-foot tongs?
3-foot tongues? What?
Tongs.
Tongs.
They're
Like cooking?
no, they're not made for cooking, but they're made for picking up litter. But I'm gonna be using them for cooking because
Are
Why?
you scared of fire?
No, but now I can run the entire kitchen line with a pair of 2-foot tongs, so I don't have to move at all now.
Well, looky there.
There's
That
so much-
extra step was affecting your efficiency. I understand.
Are they heat resistant?
They're aluminum.
Okay.
I bought them because they're ridiculous, and I saw a video. I was like, how do I get these tongs to look fucking dumb while I'm working at work? Because I'm
Why
sick
don't
of
you
people
just-
coming up.
They don't make a little grabber thing like for like that they actually pick up trash with that's metal for like you can flip hamburgers, pick them up and flip them over.
That's essentially what this is, but it's 2 feet long.
He's gonna be using one of those handheld pooper scooper things.
Yeah.
Just whatever works.
You work at an open kitchen too, right?
Yeah.
And the customers see
Oh.
what you're doing.
Yeah, I want them to see me standing 3 feet away from the grill. I want them to leave with a story like food was great, service was excellent. The grill guy was 3 feet away from the grill flipping steaks.
He looked cool as a cucumber over there away from all that heat.
That's
They're-
can they see? I mean, can they see your cooking surface and everything so they can see you with
Yeah,
the big tongs?
everything's
or
clean. Yeah, I want them to see me with the big tongs.
They want to see. They
You
want.
also know those bug assault guns that shoot salt? Mm-hmm. I want to order one of those so I can be a long-range grill man.
How does it shoot
like a-
salt? What's that for? Is that like a defense thing where you could like?
It's for shooting bugs and not like making a mess. But I'm assuming you can put seasoning in it and season steaks, like a game.
If you shoot salt, you have to clean that up too. I mean, it's not like it still makes a mess.
I can't
I really
remember
shoot
what.
Such a minuscule amount of salt.
Oh,
that you would have to sit there forever just to season one chicken finger.
I just want to be able to throw the steak up towards the grill and I can shoot it back onto the grill.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if it's salt too, I mean, you could only ever shoot that over your left shoulder, or you would have bad luck, right? That's the only way you could. You would have to learn how to aim.
It's like a mirror, like Annie Oakley.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, who is? That's like I don't remember who Annie Oakley is. That's a very
She was the
familiar
pew
name.
pew girl.
She's just a woman sharpshooter.
Oh,
She was the
like
pew
from
pew
the
girl.
like a western kind of thing.
Yeah. She was a real person. She was able to like shoot backwards on horseback with a mirror and hit shit.
You believe that?
I mean, yeah, I do.
All right.
Just because you can't do it, it doesn't mean someone can.
If I can't. No one. I mean,
It's very skeptical.
now, in my defense, I've never tried, but I've stood still and tried to shoot things, and that doesn't work out. So I don't think.
Matt, have you ever held a gun?
I own a gun, somewhere. I do own a gun.
I don't know.
Let me go wake the kids up, see if they know where I put it last.
I want them to be safe when I'm in here recording. I don't want to be bothered, so I can't be getting up and going to the door with a gun. So I have children for that. I'm kidding, but
They're tucked in bed
yeah.
with a shotgun. If
I have a
Daddy
gun.
screams, you know what to do.
That was like a big thing when I turned 21 was to get a. Everybody, you're supposed to you need to go get a gun and get your concealed carry. Which I did. The gun I bought, not really concealable in the type of clothes I wear. I wear clothes that fit. And it was a 40 caliber pistol with a 14 shot magazine. There's nowhere to conceal that.
Excuse me while I whip this up.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm like, the only place I can think of, there's a banana there, so I can't put it there. So it's like, where do I put it?
You actually just bought a World War or a fucking Civil War musket.
It's like a
Wait on this
Smith.
banana rot.
It's I don't know. It was a $300 Smith and Wesson pistol. I couldn't shoot it either
You're
because
so knowledgeable. It's good.
that's the only thing I can remember. But I couldn't shoot it. I never could shoot it good because it's heavy. I've weak arms.
Oh, my
I like how you bought this gun you cannot shoot, so you're just like, there it goes.
I mean, it goes kind of straight. I have to be really close to somebody, and I don't want to be that close to anybody.
It's too heavy to wield and too big to conceal.
Yeah.
I want it.
I don't know.
You didn't take the feet for that gun, did you, Matt?
No, I didn't. I do not have proficiency. And the funny thing is, I've had a couple people offer to buy it from me, and I didn't want to sell it because then I don't know. I felt like I would have to go buy another gun, and I don't want to do that. I really don't feel like the whole bother of it. I don't really need
I'll
it.
trade you. How about that?
What?
I'll trade you.
Give you something.
Do you have a small, more
Yeah,
fitting my stature?
I do.
Whose dog is that?
That's my dog? I'm
Yours.
sorry.
That's not mine. Can you go tell?
That's mine. It's my dog because my dog knows somehow he knows when these people walk their dogs at night in my neighborhood. It doesn't matter what he's doing. He goes to the door and waits for them and then barks at them until they walk past. And I live near the stop sign, so they walk past to the stop sign, turn around, walk back. And when they leave, he'll stop. And I'm sorry. I could go get him and bring him
You
up here.
could, but instead you've used all this valuable time to describe what it is this dog's doing instead of just.
People comment about this
Stopping
stuff
it from
sometimes and
happening.
ask me, and so I always try to explain it. I mean, privately. They privately comment to me, not like you would see it. Just like it's barking at. Hold on a second. That's getting on my nerves now. All right, he's up here. He's safe. Everything's good. He's got his bone, and he's happy.
So there was a article out in Florida where a man was getting a prostate exam from a doctor. The doctor made him come, so the guy shot him twice in the chest and is now on the run.
Holy shit.
What did he shoot him with?
Matt?
Tit for tat is what I'm thinking.
I
The
just wondered where his penis was pointed when he came. It might have been.
Oh, that was the first shot.
why did it? I mean, was he gonna have to pay extra? Or I don't understand. Is it like a massage thing? Like
I don't want
like
that on
is
my
it-
premium. Bang, bang.
Well, I mean, you probably wouldn't want that on your. I don't know. I don't know what the big deal would be.
But I like how much he overreacted. And where did he pull the gun from if his pants were already below his ankles?
Why do you have a gun in a doctor's office? Maybe he went out and came back in.
I'm
Did
thinking
you
he
read the article?
probably- He probably went out and came back.
I'll teach you to make me love a man. Bang.
Most of those are.
just- I pictured the way you read an article is you start with the headline and then it says written by, and then you go, that's enough, and then you stop reading.
Yes.
He does what the
That's about
writers
right.
usually do, and they write the headline, and then they write their name, and then they make up the rest of the shit.
Yeah,
So
I'm
if he
filling
just
in the
reads
blanks.
the headline, reads the name, and then makes up the rest of the shit. So it's the same thing. It's a creative process. Is that an actual headline though? Is that I mean, that's not something you're just making up. There's an actual headline.
No, I heard. I gotta find it. Florida man, by the way.
He's got to
His
refer
keyboard.
to Noob's
Yeah.
notes.
Oh my gosh! What happened to your virtual keyboard? That's worse than my dog. Maybe
It's like a
not.
typewriter.
I don't mean that, Luke.
Clackety clack clack
I'm
clack.
sorry. He's looking at
You have been on a roll on Noob's Notes. There's like 15, 20 things
He's
since
got
anybody
30
else has
shows
posted.
planned. He has got
Yeah.
like 30
And
shows
some
of
of these,
content.
some of these I forget what I meant by them, like wrong name foods. I don't remember what that was supposed to be about. It's some.
No. Yeah, because you skipped 4 or 5 and went to Big Tongs Motherfucker. That was
Those are my big tongs.
that was the one you wanted to start with. Was Big Tongs Motherfucker. You skipped over. Yeah, I don't want to read those out loud.
No, not in your voice.
Oh, Lord.
You need to. It needs to be like Memento. You got to just start at the bottom of the chat and work your way back up to the topics and try to kind of go back through your
According
timeline and
to
remember.
Bach Daily, in late August, 56-year-old Milo Johnson shot his male doctor twice in the chest after he peaked to orgasm during a routine prostate exam. Horrifyingly, Johnson, a car salesman, is still on the loose, with many to believe he has fled the United States in fear of his arrest. Dr. Harold Smith Jr. has since recovered from his wounds and is expected to make a full recovery.
He lived.
Yeah, I'm
Wait a
going to
minute
go
now.
schedule my
Wait a-
appointment next.
Wait a minute. The doctor's name was Harry Jr.
Harold Smith Jr.
Yeah, but that's like Harry Jr.'s.
Why did that go to your... And the things Toker didn't want to read was
And moving right along
Alright,
here.
wow.
was a vegan pussy tofu.
What is
Because
that? Why? I
What
don't
is
even.
that?
I saw that. I'm like,
The
I
reason
don't know.
that's there,
I might be sick
because
tonight.
we made a joke at work, and my friend was like, "I wonder what vegan pussy tastes like," and he was like, "Well, if it's anything like regular tofu, I mean, I'm sure it's good for you, but I don't want it." And that was the whole joke.
It's not even a joke. It's just a bunch of nerds talking.
Yeah, that's the only thing, and it made me laugh at work, so I put it in there. And then the no Mormon thrusting teen sex is that apparently the way that Mormons get around their Bible's rules about not having sex is they just put it in, and the thrusting is what defines sex in their Bible. So you just sit there.
I thought it was anal sex.
That's
No, that's
Catholic.
Catholics, yeah.
Yeah, I guess Catholic.
Because Garfunkel and was it not Garfunkel and Oates? It's Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah,
They do a song called "Fuck Me in the Ass" because I love Jesus.
that's not Simon and Garfunkel.
No,
That
that's
is
that's
that is
you
a
were
funny
right the
song.
second
You're-
time.
yeah.
It's Garfunkel and Oates, right? Yeah.
Oh, Simon and Garfunkel.
No, Simon and Garfunkel is the actual band. Garfunkel and Oates
Yeah.
is those two chicks.
Your information's always just half right. You paste it together with something else that's half right to make it totally wrong.
Yeah, if anybody's here for accurate information, I think that they'll learn in a minute and decide if they want
That's
to hang
bad.
out.
Look,
The,
like I said, the show has no setup to it. It is just kind of what it is.
Is that
That's what I want it to be.
Puff the Magic Dragon? Is that the Simon and Garfunkel, or is that's something with three names, isn't it? Anyway,
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
It was
No.
not Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Puff. No, I think that's Simon and
you
Garfunkel,
remember
and then they bumped off somebody. There used to be 3 of them. Anyway, that's before my
Salt and
time.
pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Do you think
There used to be
No.
Paprika, but they don't exist anymore.
Oh.
Push it good. And then they
off
eventually took out
off the
Paprika.
cliff to the yeah. So my wife
Unseasoned plain ass chicken. I don't know.
Have y'all been?
I was
Go
at
ahead.
work the other day just making myself giggle singing Creed songs, so I've had a really weird week. I'm sorry.
which ones?
All of them. All the ones I can remember. Just anytime somebody come up and get an order, I'd just be like, my sacrifice. Nobody was laughing with me.
Wide open.
That's the best.
Arms wide open.
Oh, that's the best.
There's so many Creed songs have so many good, just hilariously one-liners. If you use them out of context, they're great.
Can you take me to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher?
The highest.
My
guy.
sacrifice.
Oh God, those songs.
What if?
Oh no, just stop. 6 feet under. Oh, I had the albums. I'm not gonna lie.
I had their
I
first
saw him in
one.
concert a
figured you
couple
did.
times.
I
Did
saw
you?
them
Yeah.
in 3 Doors Down. Once.
Yep, I think
Oh,
like I said,
yeah.
I think it was that same concert we talked about before because that was at the same
Is that
thing.
the same one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Y'all
thought
went
you
to
were
the same
talking about
show.
the.
I think we went to the same show, but it was a different. Like, yeah, those shows are like travel or whatever, so it's like.
No, at the same place at the Tremont Music Hall.
Oh yeah, Tremont. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was at Tremont. Because then he
So
was
how
at,
was Creed?
that was Creed. They're good.
It
I
was.
said, how were they?
Or no, was it Nickelback and 3 Doors Down?
Nickelback and 3 Doors Down was at Tremont.
Yeah.
That was Nickelback.
That's the
Creed
one.
I saw at. I'm pretty sure I saw at the Winnie Roast and then at the Birthday Bash in Greenville for the
At the Winnie
93.3.
Twice.
At the what?
Creed would play at a weenie
Yeah,
roast.
that was one. It was like the rock station in Charlotte, which is still there. They had an annual Weenie Roast, which is a big music festival that lasts like 2 days.
God, that does sound like a radio station event.
It was great. We used to go all the time.
Just filling the airwaves with dick jokes about weenie roast.
Hot, steamy weenies.
Come get your hot, steamy weenies and jam out to Creed.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so maybe I
rockin'
didn't
hard.
actually see Creed. I said maybe I didn't actually see Creed. It was Nickelback and 3 Doors Down. That's what it was.
I'm jealous. I want to go to a Nickelback concert.
It was they were the better of the two bands, in my
They
opinion.
get a lot of shit, but they're a good live
Yeah.
show.
Nickelback
There's nothing-
does a great. I mean, I don't regret seeing them in live. I regret hearing that fucking Photograph song all the time. But I don't regret seeing Nickelback live. They do a great live show. I think it was great. And I miss going to
I
concerts.
think I've told it before, but when I went to go see Nickelback, it wasn't intentional. It was because I was very much fuck Nickelback. They're horrible, overly produced garbage. Right? You hate it on music, and then because I worked for the radio station, we went to Columbia to see it. It was Chevelle and Nickelback and somebody else. I can't remember who the opening act was. It doesn't really matter. I went because I like Chevelle. Yeah, I like Chevelle a lot. They're like Tool Light. But this was right when Dimebag Darrell had been killed. And all these like local bands, they were doing like tributes. It was all garbage. It was like just, say you love Pantera and let's move on. Nickelback did a really dope tribute to Dimebag, and I was like, oh, okay, so that was really cool, actually. And then I don't like their music, but they play it so well.
It's fun.
Like, they're a really good live show.
Yeah. And I
It's
don't
like I
know.
was-
Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking about like the really good session musicians that play with people who are like gimmicks, just untalented people that
Yeah.
are backed by these really good musicians who you'll probably never ever know their name, but they're amazing. They have stage presence. They know how to do it all. They just they're not that front man. They're not whatever. It's crazy to think of. They went to school for that shit, and they have to sit behind some teenager. I don't know. Blah blah blah. Anyway.
What if?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's definitely some things. I mean, but I mean, that's unfortunately that's that world. It's a marketing world, and it's. People say it's about the art.
Video
and
killed
like
the radio star.
I mean, that's the true.
You
I mean,
just said that.
It's part of that. You don't. I mean, if you look at back to before that,
Said it again.
it's definitely a visual component to a lot of music for sure. But it's but Nickelback's. I mean, honestly, I think Nickelback gets a bad rap a lot of times. I mean,
They do.
And again, I turn the station every time they come on because I'm just so tired of because it's been played so much. But it's I'm glad I that's one of the bands I'm glad I saw live because it gives me a different opinion. And I don't know if it's better. It's probably better to sound better on the radio than live because you touch more people. But I think I don't know which is better. I think the really truly successful people were really good at both.
Mm-hmm.
I quit listening to the radio station about 3 years before I stopped working at a radio station.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I keep saying radio just as a habit, but I mean, it's I listen to Amazon Prime or Pandora
Spotify.
most of the time.
Oh,
But I think of it the same way. But I like Prime better.
I still call Audible books on tape, so that's I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's radio. I don't ever listen to radio because I travel too much, and I get tired of figuring out which even is the good station. So it's not the same ones, but no, it's good. I don't know. I saw when Terrence posted, I thought that was really cool. He posted like that big long list of music that he loves, and I don't want if he wants to talk about it sometime, it'd be cool. But I was just sitting there thinking, he posted like 80 songs of just like music he likes, and I was trying to think, how would I post that? But with music, I don't know. I go through so many phases where I just like certain things like for a time, and I love them, and there's some things that I still love from the past, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't want to listen to anymore, even though I listen to the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Spotify is good for, because they'll do your year in a rap. So they're like, here's your top something song played this year. And you can go back each. So, I was listening to this in 2016. I was listening to this in 2017. Oh, this is on this list every year. That type of stuff.
Yeah, my little brother just sent me a CD case. And at first I thought it was mine because it had so many CDs that I used to listen to. And I'm like, oh shit, this used to be my jam. Like I used to be, you didn't see me if you without hearing this song or this album, and I haven't listened to it in 10 years. It doesn't mean I don't like it anymore. It just means I'm doing different shit now. That's
true. I think with music you do. I don't know. I've always had a struggle trying to define the genre that I like, but it depends on my mood a lot of times.
I like it when people say that. I feel like people who are staunchly I only like this kind of music, I feel sorry for them because you don't know what you're missing. Just if it makes you move, then fucking enjoy it.
Right. Why just eat hamburger for the rest of your life?
Yeah. It's not necessary. Really good, hamburgers are really good, but there's also other stuff that's really good too. Maybe you don't feel like a hamburger today. Try something different. Try some.
Speaking of which, Ninja Sex Party is doing it's a recorded, but it's a acoustic set concert that they're selling for $10. That's a ticket. It's unlimited tickets. I bought it to check it out. I'm excited.
Oh, you got a ticket?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's unlimited tickets, and between this 48 hours, you can watch the performance whenever you want.
Mm.
So I was like, fuck yeah, for $10 I'll buy a performance.
That's not bad.
Especially since the only tour they're doing this year.
Yeah.
It's all acoustic.
Fuck yeah.
That was one of I was a big Korn.
They're doing an acoustic set concert. Sorry.
It's just weird I don't know them much, but everything I'm thinking it's heavily produced, and it's
they do some ballads.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Toker.
You did horribly though. That was 3 words in when you started talking. Hurt my feelings.
Shit, Nim's gonna
made my banana shrink.
Nim's gonna die.
But no, I was a big Korn kid coming up. I loved Korn.
Korn kid.
One of my favorites was Jonathan Davis did a I Play Alone tour where he did because they wrote a lot of music for Queen of the Damned and Judgment Night or whatever. Was it Judgment? I can't remember the name of that movie. And Spawn, they did stuff for that. They never played live, so he had a like an acoustic jazz ensemble follow him around on tour, and they redid those songs and some B-sides like acoustically in small venues. And it was fucking dope.
Yeah.
So, like, if Ninja Sex Party's your band and they're doing something cool acoustic, you're probably in for, like, a really big treat.
Oh, yeah, they do a lot of 80 covers, too.
Yeah, that's what I've
kill
seen of theirs.
I'll post some of their better stuff up there.
Put it in Matt's music corner.
Is that a thing?
It's
I
a
always
thing.
feel like that's your music corner.
No,
And I don't want
it's
to.
not. I thought it. I wasn't offended. I'm not getting offended, but yeah,
There it is.
yeah, it's a thing. There's like all kinds of fun stuff in there, but it's pretty random. It's honestly it's great because it's completely random music shit that's in there, which is pretty much good.
Oh yeah, I
like
did
it.
post one thing in there, huh? I
No, what?
remember now. I said I did post one thing in there. I
Yeah,
remember now.
I think I've seen it. I tried
Yeah.
to check it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like acoustic stuff like that from especially like rock bands because they, I don't know. It's good to mix things up like that sometimes to kind of see a different side of what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only $10. So
Yeah.
It's good.
$10. Get on it. Everybody's front row when it's all online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's nice not to be next to people.
What? That's like part of the fun. If you're not next to somebody, you have to bring your own weed. Instead of just choke it past it, right? I mean, that's puff, pass. That's what I remember. That's how
I
I
don't want
got.
to pass from anybody right now.
Not these
Yeah.
days. No.
I'm vaccinated. I'm invulnerable. I'm immortal now.
Not from my knife.
No, I can't be
Stab,
killed by
stab,
anything, dude. Totally
Oh,
good.
That's what
I'm
the
immortal
vaccine
now.
does.
What was that we were watching where I was like, oh, you could just shoot them? What was that?
I believe
We were watching something. Was it? It was
Is that a
like,
prostate commercial?
oh man, I was like, it wasn't Mortal Kombat, but it had to be maybe Invincible. I don't know.
Oh no, it was Mortal
Was it?
Kombat. Yeah, because I made the comment when he got that shirt. I was quoting Dumb and Dumber. You know, what if they shot you in the face? You know, because he's just got that shirt that he kept blocking with. So I think that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. We've been watching a lot of like people with all these mad supernatural powers, and then there's a gun. And it's like, oh wow, game over.
Yeah.
You could have just shot him this whole time.
Somebody brought a tank to your fireball party.
that was something else. Back to Mortal Kombat. When Sonya was fighting Kano and she was like, "Go ahead, kill me for that mark." Why didn't she just kill him?
She's the
She's
better
in the-
She's a
person.
good person.
Yeah.
She's in the military. It's not the first time. She said she was tracking people down. Like, that should be nothing for her. She's like, all right, whatever. Now I'm the champion.
She was tracking them down to save them, not to murder them.
Right. There's honor.
Yeah.
Just have
Yeah.
honor.
You're talking about a movie where just earlier she threw a Bowie knife at a reptile lizard man and it stuck into Kano's leg
He pulled
to
it.
the point where like most of the blade was invisible, and he's just like drinking a beer afterwards and bragging about like
Walking across the Sahara like it's hot out here.
He's like, oh, but I got my knife
Also,
back.
my arteries severed.
glad we bleed so slow in this universe.
I mean, that's all the Mortal Kombats, though. You, like, fracture
Yeah.
the guy's skull and, like, you see the x-ray and it's, like, shattered to pieces, but he gets back up to whoop your ass.
Listen, round 2, bitch.
Yeah.
People being mad like the Ninja Turtles, they couldn't actually fit in a sewer grate because their shell's too big. It's like, dude, it's a movie about giant turtles
Seriously.
that know karate and shit.
And English.
Let's move on.
Seriously. Have you seen a sewer grate in New York City? Well, maybe you have, but have you seen the
Walking
one on
advertisements for
13th
Pizza
Street,
Hut.
West Side, 4th block over? That one's the one they jump in.
They were very
Yeah.
much
Why do
pizza
you-
shills.
Why did you want to fight that guy at the Chinese restaurant?
Oh, yeah, I want to hear that.
I didn't know if I was gonna bring that up, but okay.
Yeah, bring it up.
I'm not a violent person. I haven't been in a serious fight since college.
I haven't beat up since
And I'd had a good day. I already said earlier I was having a good day at work. I was singing Creed songs and giggling about
This
it.
is the same day.
Same day. I was having a blast. Ride home from work. It's an hour commute. No fucking traffic. I call the Chinese restaurant. And I'm like, I'm picking shit up on the way. Cool. I go inside the Chinese restaurant. It's just me and these other two ladies. And they seem fine. They're on their phone, whatever. This dude comes in. And I just immediately was like, fuck that guy. I don't know what. He just had a look. He looked like a. He looked.
What was he wearing?
Describe
it was
him.
like blue jeans and like his back pocket was cut so you could see his boxers. And he had on like cowboy boots. And he just had this.
Were they plaid?
This kind of douche. Huh?
His boxers, were they plaid or were they kind of a solid?
No, it was a solid color.
Solid color. Stained?
Solid color.
Stained?
Huh?
Stained?
I didn't. Yeah, it was a dark solid color.
It was all
It
dookie.
might have been fully. Might have been all been dookie.
He just shit
Concealing.
himself. That's why the smell was what pissed you off. I was like, I smell shit.
He wasn't wearing a mask, and we all are.
Yeah.
So it might have been a hint of jealousy because I'm tired of wearing them. Whatever. But you know, if somebody says don't wear your shoes in my house,
I don't wear
to
'em.
take my shoes off. There's a sign on the door. You know,
Right.
put your mask on. But whatever. The restaurant, the people who work there are still behind a big plastic screen, so like they're fine.
Which that should be there anyway. Don't spit on me.
Just a
He
little
was
bit.
just like mumbling to himself, and then when he went up to like, you have to tell him the last four of your phone number. That's how they know what order is yours. And you speak into a microphone, and he just mumbled it in there twice, and finally she opened the plastic, and he got real close, and he said the number again, and when he looked back to like get like, ugh, I can't believe I had to say it 3 times, we made eye contact, and I'm mean mugging him. And normally I'm not looking to start shit, I'll look away. I didn't stop. I locked in, and I stayed locked in, and I was like, please.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know where. I want to fight this guy at the Chinese
I
restaurant.
wish a motherfucker would.
So he got his food, and he left, and that was in my head, too. I watched him walk to his car, hoping. I was like, ooh, touch my car. Ooh, like push an old, like maybe he'll push an old lady down in the street. Like, give me any reason. And all he did was just, he looked like a douche. That was it. I've never been so... I want to watch... I'm going to look in the news and the newspapers. I think I should have intervened, and I should have put him in the hospital, because I think he left that Chinese restaurant, and he went and he, like, I don't know, poisoned a nursing home. I think he did something horrible.
It was your moment. You missed it.
It was my moment, and I missed it. That was divine intervention that I missed out on.
You're just a grumpy old man.
That was
Dude,
my thought,
I was
too.
singing Creed and giggling. I'm not grumpy.
No, it's not. But that you what you just described is you're getting older, and as you get older, you're intolerant of just douchebaggery. You have zero tolerance for it anymore. You've put up with it long enough, and you've just had enough. You know, fix your pants.
I work at a bar that's open. I work at the kitchen in an open bar. Douchey people approach me all the time, and they're sending their douchiness at me. Oh, I'm going to teach him how to clean the grill. I've been cleaning this grill 15 years. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I get that. This dude just walked in, and immediately I was like, fuck that guy. It was like when a stranger shows up at your house, and the dog's just like, they click, like, nope, fuck this. I felt like that dog. Fuck that dude.
I say always go with that instinct.
I think Nate was right though. I think it was maybe like a pheromone kind of thing. Like you could smell the shit, you just think piece of shit, and that's all that you could think of. From
Maybe.
his boxers.
Maybe.
You guys are fixated on those boxers.
You really honed in on the wrong part.
Really?
Don't. First off, Mahogany, don't put you guys. That was Matt who honed in on the boxers. I wanted to let it go.
That was a descriptive
brought
part
it
of the
back.
story. I thought that he highlighted.
I highlighted it because you kept asking so many questions.
Oh,
Like, the way you describe him, too, I'm still thinking of a guy in ripped jeans, boxers are showing, and a wife beater, a cowboy hat, and cowboy boots.
He was missing the cowboy hat, and he was wearing like a regular t-shirt.
so all of
With, like,
that.
fish
Oh,
on
he
it.
did go to his truck, and on the back of his truck was a 4-wheeler, and he climbed up and he cranked the 4-wheeler, and it was real loud, and then he immediately turned it off, and he got in his truck and left.
What? He did
And I
all
was
that.
like, that should have been my moment. I should open the door and be like, shut that shit down.
He did all that with.
That could have been like the start of the altercation.
So it feels like you could take this guy too.
Oh, I could have taken him.
You got him.
Yeah.
So he's like a small cowboy.
No, I mean we were the same size, but I feel like that anger would have given me strength.
Yep.
And I'm almost 40, so like it's not gonna be fair.
Rage.
I'm gonna fight dirty.
Right.
I'm fighting to win.
Yeah, fuck that.
Play for
Won't we have a
keeps.
fair fight? Says the guy who's been boxing for 15 years. Fuck you.
Nope.
I'm throwing sand in your eyes.
I'm
Pocket
kicking you in the
sand.
nuts.
Which is why I've always advised that people don't try to attack women because they're gonna fuck you up with something. They're gonna have to fight with
I'm scared of my wife. I'll say that publicly.
Yeah, don't do it.
Scared of her.
You're just better off. Just don't do it.
If you want to have fun, Matt, next time you're out... Actually, no, this is for Matt's wife since you listen. Next time you're out with Matt's wife, every time he makes a sudden move, flinch. Because... Because then Matt looks like an asshole that hits you. And what's he going to do? Hit you after that? Prove you right?
Wait till I get you back to the car.
That's crazy.
No, that's a great idea because I'm gonna do that now.
I don't remember which comedian said that. But he was talking about how he used to do that to his dad as a kid.
Oh.
And then his wife would do it to him after she told the story. And it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
That's a good way to get a bunch of people wanting to fight in a bar late night.
Oh, yeah, I don't
See
need,
the
I don't
way
need
she's
that.
flinching?
I don't need
I
that.
bet if I go over there and beat her husband up, she'll come home with me tonight. It's like, that's not how this is
not-
going to end, but okay.
That's not how it
Caveman
works.
rules.
Did I ever tell you how my roommate kidnapped his girlfriend in her own house for 3 days?
No.
Current roommate?
Because she
That would
was
be your
flinching?
mom or grandma, so I want to hear this story.
No,
you
I was living
serious?
with this. Yeah, I was living with. No, this is a story. I was living with this older guy named John, and whatever, fuck him. His name was John, and we worked together. And he says, "Like, man, I'm looking for a place to rent." I was like, "Sure, whatever. I'm looking for a room to rent, so I can, take my bills down a little bit." Don't do that. If someone is significantly older from you, don't rent to them. It's weird and it's never comfortable.
Yeah.
But
Toothless Fred.
for the most part, he pays his rent on time. He brings his girlfriend around. Super nice old lady. She cleaned up the house one time, baked cookies. It was like having a grandma around.
It's
But then one
fantastic.
day, he also, because he didn't have a license, he would either ride with me or ride a little, a moped from Latson all the way to downtown Charleston, which is impressive.
Yeah.
That's
But
good.
I'm at work one day and I'm like, "Hey man, you went around with me?" It's like, "Nah man, I'll catch up with you." I was like, "Whatever, okay, go to work." And then I get another call. It's like, "Hey man, can you tell Jeremy, the chef at the time?" It's like, "I'm not gonna be able to make it. Can you tell him I'm calling out today?" He's like, "Sure, whatever." And I do that. And then it happens again the next day. Like, "Hey man, I can't make it. Something's going on, whatever. I don't care." He does it a third day. And then, what? Oh, God, sorry. It's been a while since this happened. He calls me and he's like, I'm gonna have to edit this part out because I'm feeling like a fucking jackass. I just blanked on
No,
it.
keep going. I'm interested.
I
We're
am-
all
Oh no!
quiet.
Roll in this uncertainty that you have. Do it. Roll around in it.
Yep.
What did his boxers look like? What kind of boxers did he wear?
Were they plaid?
I don't
Were
know,
they
but he
plaid?
did keep-
Plaid.
He did keep a bunch of shit at my house. No, I remember now. It's because it was a couple days and we couldn't get a hold of him. And then his girlfriend called me and told me that she kidnapped him in her own house and that she needs a ride to the courthouse so she can testify against him.
She
he's been
kidnapped
doing
him?
Meth. No, he kidnapped her in her
Oh.
own house for 3 days.
Is this the lady that
Like
made
she-
cookies?
Yes, he was a
Fuck
sweetheart.
that guy.
Yeah, no. And anyway, I go to court because I take her there, and they do that thing now where you can see them with a video screen, but they can't see you.
That's what they
And
tell
she
you.
is just, she is just talking mad shit about how he was on meth, and he wouldn't let her leave the house because he thinks he was fucking everybody else, and then yada yada yada. And then I'm like, whatever, and he's like, "No, I did not. That's bullshit." And then he gets sentenced for something because this wasn't the first time he did something dumb. Apparently he had a warrant for him in Florida. Yeah, it was written to a
Florida man.
Yeah, he was it wasn't Florida. It's going to be Florida for the sake of the story, because who knows if he's listening to this or not.
I got warrants.
Frank's listening.
Yeah, this is actually a story about Frakes. But long story short, he gets locked up, and then she calls me to come get his stuff, like his moped. And so I get the stuff out of the moped, and then I should have took the moped because he was he got sentenced, and I should have kept the moped because you don't need a license to have that. You don't have to have it registered. It's a fucking moped.
It's a toy.
Yeah. But anyway, she called the repo place, and they took it. And then I don't.
Wait, he had a loan on the moped?
No. Like she called the tow truck service to get out of her apartment complex.
Oh.
I should have just took the moped, but I was driving a Kia Soul at that time.
You know what she should have done is videotape somebody towing a moped, because that video by itself is like, I want to see that.
hasn't been-
Like, how sad is that life? Well, your moped gets towed.
I hope they hook the hook to it at all too, so it like drags it up.
Right. It's just like sparks flying out behind it.
When the moped is your primary source of transportation, things are not going great for you.
No,
And it's
there's
just,
a reason they're called a liquor sickle.
Yeah,
It's
it's just
usually because you have too many DUIs.
That is, that goes way back. I remember that as a kid.
And when he was in jail, I sold his guitar to my chef because I needed the money, because all of his stuff was at my house. So I
Did his
sold his
girlfriend
guitar.
ever make cookies for you again?
No, she was
Damn
a
it.
sweetheart though. But
You might want to cut out the whole you sold his guitar to your chef. Now he can track you down.
he can try. He doesn't know where I live.
Yeah, but you might listen
Late
to our
nights, you're going to be
podcast.
hearing a moped circling ever closer to your house.
No, it's not. I got repoed.
Yeah, well,
He's
that's the curse.
Got another
And then
one.
he called me like 2 years later. He's like, "Hey, Mike, can I come get all my stuff?" I was like, "Dude, I don't live there anymore. I don't know what happened to it. You can see if it's still there, but I left." And then that was the last time I heard from him.
Yeah.
That was the dude you were living with when we first met you, right? I'm pretty sure. Because you had it was like a
Was this-
big 4-bedroom house.
Yeah, it was when I lived in the mansion. It was
Yep,
the,
in the mansion. I remember that. And then you had this old...
That's the place you try to get me to live. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
to be fair,
That's what was happening?
There was fresh
Well-
cookies, dude. There were fresh cookies.
like if you had lived
Fresh
there
cookies.
instead of
Plaid boxers. As many plaid
Instead of
boxers as you
moped.
could handle.
next time I do Noob Show, I'll tell you about the other two roommates. Like the one who slept walk and pissed on my floor, and the other one who would piss in jugs and was the grossest man I ever lived with.
sleepwalking is the scariest thing.
It is. I peed in
Yeah.
a girl's bathroom one time. Not her bathroom, her closet. That was a
While sleepwalking?
weird night.
That's-
Serenity Matt.
Yep.
Sincerely Matt.
Sincerely, Matt. Next episode.
Sincerely Matt. One time, I peed in a girl's bathroom. Dun. Sincerely Matt.
Yep. I have done that, yep.
Why did you pee in her closet, Matt? Were you drunk,
It's-
sleepwalking,
yeah, it's
or...
probably a longer story that's very anticlimactic. It ends with me peeing in her closet, so
The punchline has already happened.
if you want to know more, tune into our OnlyFans show.
I'm gonna start at
Alright.
OnlyFans, but it's only gonna be shaft. No tip,
only
no
shaft.
balls, only shaft.
It's only a banana. Damn it.
Does that get to you, Toker?
Because I immediately thought of Samuel Jackson and then just the middle part of the dick. I don't know why.
I'm gonna Photoshop the head out and put it the head of shaft.
Oh my god.
I think that's a good point to clear this show out.
So,
Mahogany,
yep.
tell people about stuff.
Tell people about stuff.
No.
Matt, tell people about stuff.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully you laughed a little bit at Toker and Noob and Mahogany. If you feel sorry for me, I feel sorry for me. So we're on the same team, and it's a good thing. But check out our other shows too. We're on YouTube and Patreon, and where else? Podbeam, Spotify, God knows, all over. We're in so many places I can't keep up with them, honestly. All that kind of stuff. So, hey, I ordered a bunch of stuff on Redbubble today, and you should check
He's
those
our
out.
best customer.
Hey, I am the best customer because I like our shit, and it's no, I did. I get me some new. I got a Bagsy pillow. I'm gonna try to get some. I got a Bagsy
Nice.
pillow and one of our homebrew Tritus pillows. You never have enough pillows. Honestly, my dog keeps stealing them. I had a whole stack of pillows in this room, and he's got 7 of them in his house now, where he can't even fit in there. But he likes pillows, and he steals them. But anyway, so I have some new pillows coming, and I got a new liquor mug. This is a tall mug, which I'm thinking is for liquor versus a regular coffee mug, right? Sincerely, Matt. That's your show.
That's the end.
Okay,
Sorry.
bye.
Rambled.